ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। नारायणं नमस्कृत्यं नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासा ततो जयमुदीरये। नष्टप्रायेष्वभद्रेषु नित्यं भागवत सेवया भगवति उत्तमश्लोके भक्तिर्भवति नैष्टिके। कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय देवकी नन्दनाय च नन्दगोपकुमाराय गोविन्दाय नमो नमः। नमो नलिननेत्राय वेणुवाद्यविनोदिने राधाधरसुधापान शालिने वनमालिने महाभावस्वरूपास्त्वं कृष्णप्रियवरीयसी प्रेमभक्तिप्रदे देवी चिरादिका त्वं नमोऽस्तुते। Reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 3, Chapter 14. Pregnancy of the deity in the evening. Savai, text number 48. Savai Mahabhagavato Mahatma Mahanubhavo Mahatam Mahishtha Pravriddha Bhaktya Hi Anubhavita Shayaya Niveshya Vaikuntham Imam Vihasyate. Savai Mahabhagavato Mahatma Mahanubhava Mahatam Mahishtaha Pravriddha-bhaktya hi anubhavitashaye niveshaya vaikuntham yamam vivahashati. Savai mahabhagavato mahatma Mahanubhavo mahatam mahishtaha Pravriddha-bhaktya hi anubhavitashaye Niveshya vaikuntham vihasyati. Savai mahabhagavato mahatma Mahanubhavo mahatam mahishitam Pravriddha प्रवृद्धभक्त्या हि अनुभाविताशये निवेश्य वैकुण्ठमिमं विहास्यति। प्रवृद्य भक्त्या हि अनुभाविताशये निवेश्य वैकुण्ठमिमं विवाप्स्यते। वै महाभागवत ओ महात्मा महानुभावो महतां महेष्ठाः प्रवृद्धभक्त्या ह्यनुभाविताशये निवेश वैकुण्ठमिमं विहासति। स वै स he वै certainly Mahabhagavataha, the topmost devotee, Mahatma, expanded intelligence, Maha Anubhavaha, expanded influence, Mahatma of the great souls, Mahishta, the greatest, Pravriddha, well matured, Bhaktya, by devotional service, he certainly, Anubhavita, being situated in the Anubhava stage of ecstasy, Ashraye in the mind, Nivesha entering, Vaikuntham in the spiritual sky, Imam, this material world, Vihasyati, will quit. 648. Savai Mahabhagavato Mahatma, Mahanubhavo Mahatam Mahishtaha, Pravriddha Bhaktya hi Anubhavitasya, Anubhavitashaye, Niveshya Vaikuntham Imam Vihasyati. The topmost devotee of the Lord will have an expanded intelligence, an expanded influence, and will be the greatest of the great souls. Due to mature devotional service, he will certainly be situated in a transcendental ecstasy and will enter the spiritual sky after quitting this material world. Purport. There are three stages of a transcendental development in devotional service, which are technically called Sthayi Bhav, Anubhav, and Mahabhav. Continual perfect love of a Godhead is called Sthayi Bhav. And when it is performed in a particular type of a transcendental relationship, it is called Anubhava. But the stage of a Mahabhav is visible amongst the personal pleasure potential energy of the Lord. It is understood that the grandson of a Diti, namely Prahlad Maharaj, would constantly meditate on the Lord and recreate his activity. Because he would constantly remain in meditation, he would easily transfer himself to the spiritual world after quitting his material body. Such a meditation is still more conveniently performed by chanting and hearing the holy name of the Lord. This is specially recommended in the age of a Kali. ॐ अज्ञानतिमिरन्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपा कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकं वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरोः श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगणरघुनाथन्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधाकृष्णपादान् सहगणललिता श्रीशाखान्वितं नमा ॐ विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्तस्वामिन्निति नामिने नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशतारिणे जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभो नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासवी गौरभक्त वृंद हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे Savai Mahabhagavato Mahatma, the topmost devotee of the Lord, Mahanubaho Mahatam Mahishata, Mahatam Mahishata, the greatest among the great devotees, Pravriddha Bhaktya, Pravriddha, which is well mature. Here, the characteristics of Prahlad Maharaja's devotion is explained in this particular verse. Kashyapa Muni is explaining to Diti, it's because of her qualities that she showed. She is going to have a grandson who will be Mahabhagavata. Bhagavata, the person who has a good fortune, Bhagyavata. And what is that good fortune? That good fortune is that he has love for their life. Because that is the most important thing that one can possess in this material world, which makes him most fortunate. Because in this age of Kali, almost 99.99% are unfortunate. Prayena alpayushaha kalosmi yuge janaha. Manda sumanda matayo manda bhagyaha. Manda bhagya is unfortunate. Upadhritaha, because their mind is disturbed, unsettled mind. But here is the person who is Mahata Mahishtaha, who is greatest among the great soul. And, and what stage we are in? Mahabhakta. And Prabhupada explains in this purport that the stage of Mahabhava is visible amongst the personal pleasure potential energies of the Lord. That means who has a mature devotion, that person can possess this particular. And who is in that bhava? Rupa Goswami Pad, in the introduction of his Patyavali, or in the beginning of Patyavali, in Mangalacharan, he writes one shloka. Mahabhava Swarupasvam Krishna Priya Varyasi Prema Bhakti Sade Devi Shri Radhikatvam Namos. He explained here the glories of Srimati Radharani. She is Mahabhava Swarupa. She is the personification of a Mahanubhava. Mahabhava. Why? Because Krishna Priya Varyasi. She is greatest among them who are really dear to Krishna. Varyasi. Varyasi means topmost. So the person who becomes really dear or dearest to their lordship can possess this Mahabhava. So we can understand the position of Prahlad Maharaj. And to become that Maha or to have that Mahabhava stage, it never depends upon to take birth in a particular family, in particular caste, or in particular nation, or in particular country, locality, place. No, it doesn't matter. Look at Prahlad Maharaj. In his prayers, he says, "Oh my Lord, where I have born? I have born in the family of demons." Can you imagine? What totally opposite to your mission. Who claims themselves as a Lord, what they serve. They try to take your position. And I am the son of such a person. And it's your mercy, my Lord, that I was able to remember. That's why he is Mahatma Mahishtaha. He is topmost or he is greatest amongst the great devotees. And what's the next characteristic that has explained here? Pravriddha Bhaktya. Pravriddha. Prakrishta Ritena Vriddha. Means who has really a mature devotion. So now the question comes, devotion is devotion. But what is this mature devotion? If we go back in previous verses, then it is clearly explained what is that. He had that Ananya Saswadrug Bhagavan Yastya Toshate Ananya Drasha. What pleases their lordship? It's Ananya Bhakti. Ananya means without any deviation. Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur, in his commentary of Chaitanya Charitamrita, he really explains about what are the things that can create antara or deviation or distance in which can create antara in one's devotional service. And these are the things like, as Mahaprabhu prays in his Shiksharthakam prayer, na dhanam, na janam, na sundaram, na kavitam va jagadisha kamaya. Why he is not desiring for all these things? Na dhana, na jana. Huh? Because that thing creates antara between you and Lord. These are anya. Anya means which takes you away from the ananya, from the Lord, which keeps you away from the devotional service of the Lord, which deviates your concentration from the devotional service. Jana, Hana, and Mana. Yesterday we discussed whole thing about Mana. How this mind is the cause of our sufferings in this world because it is too attached. When we are attached to Jana, Jana means people in general, or especially the friends and followers. If you get attached to them, nobody gets attached to enemies, do they? No. So that category never comes under Jana. But whom we are attached, whom we get attached generally, we get attached to those or them who are who are there in our closed circle, who appreciate us, who glorify us, huh? Who become happy in our progress. Attachment to them also gets or creates distance in between us and Lord. That's why Bhaktivedanta Saraswati Thakur says that this thing creates a distance between Lord and living being. And Rupa Goswami Pad in Nectar of Devotion, he explained that even sannyasis or gurus, they should not accept too many disciples because attachment to followers also create obstacles in your spiritual path. Even he says there that one should not read a lot. That also creates obstacle in your bhava. So too much of reading and too much of accumulating followers is not recommended for a person who want to make progress in spiritual life. Dhana, wealth, that also creates obstacle. Dhanena andha. If you get too much of wealth, person becomes blind because of that. He disrespects everyone. And we have examples since the time of creation. Daksha, Prajapati Daksha, who was the first progenitor and who was wealthiest amongst the living entities those days. And what he did, because of that riches that he possessed, he thought himself superior to Lord Shiva. Who is Lord Shiva? As explained in the previous verses by Kashyapa himself, he says he is the controller of the universe. He is controlling the material nature. Such a powerful person. And on top of that, he is greatest among the devotees. And Daksha offended him because of his ego, which he got because of his position and riches. So it's not only a wealth, but wealth of austerity also creates trouble in your spiritual life. And we have examples for that. Who is that? Durvasa was the incarnation of Lord Shiva, and who is known as the Tapodhana, who possesses the wealth of tapasya, austerity. He also got infatuated with that. And what he did, he committed offense to Maharaj Ambari, who was that time the emperor of whole Bhumandala. He was a king of Ayodhya, but he was very humble and down to the earth because he was a Bhagavata. He was the devotee of the Lord. What sort of a devotee? Ananya Bhakta. Because of him, there is a verse in Srimad Bhagavatam. Mad anyate na janati naham tekto managati. Sadhavo hridayamanya. Lord says that this sort of sadhus, they live in my heart. Can you imagine? And I live in their heart. Because mad anya te na janati. Naham tebhyo managati. Neither I know of anything other than them, nor they know anything other than me. That is ananya. They never seek shelter anywhere else than the lotus feet of God. And Sharana. And Prahlad Maharaj, as explained by his own grandfather, who is another progenitor, who is Prajapati, he is explaining the glory of his grandson. That I'm going to have a grandson who is going to go back home, back to Godhead. So here, three things are explained very nicely. First thing, the quality of a person who possesses Mahabhava. Second thing, about the Prahlad Maharaj. And what sort of a devotion he had? Pravritta, mature devotion. And third thing is that who is going to go back home, back to Godhead? The qualification that a living entity needs to go back home, back to God, which is Ananya Bhakti. That Prahlad Maharaj. Generally, in Bharat Varsha, we see that if someone leaves his body after his death, if that person is spiritual or he had done some practices in spiritual life or in his life, what he had lived, according to that, they write down title under his photograph or anywhere that either he is a Kailaswasi, he is a Brahmavad, Brahmaleen, or Vaikunthavas. The person who performs devotion to their lordship throughout life, his destination is Vaikuntha. And Prahlad Maharaj will go back to spiritual sky, Vaikuntha, after quitting his body. That's what his grandfather is telling. Why? because he has a mature devotion. So the prime qualification to go back from back to Godhead is to develop a mature devotion. Where you can get that? How to cultivate that mature devotion? Association. As someone, if you get associated with the drunkard, and gradually one day he will become also. So if you associate with a devotee, you're going to get that same quality. Sangar sanjayate gunaha. If you associate with the particular person who has that particular type of quality, you will develop that quality. Hmm? So the association of devotees is most Tuliyan lavenapi न अपुनर्भवः भगवत भगवत संग संगस्य मर्त्यानां कुतः आशिष. Who is explaining that? Devarshi Narad. Says in this material world, especially for this mortal living entities who are going to die, so what is the greatest benediction for them? Bhagavat Bhagavat Sangi Sangasya. Tulyan Lavenapi. Tulyan means comparatively. If you get Lavenapi, the 1/10th part of the second, that association if you get of a pure devotee. Who are they? Bhagavata Sangi Sangasya. Bhagavata Sangi Sangasya. The wonderful phrase they have used it for the devotees that Sangi Sangasya, who are always associated and the second part of a second, that will be a greatest benediction in this material. And Prabhupada has given us that wonderful opportunity to associate with pure devotees. So whenever you come to temple, in most of the traditional Vedic temples, when you enter the temple, what do you see on the floor? If you have gone to any Indian temple in India, in front of their lordship in the Mohan Mandapa or Jana Mandapa where all people gather, what you will find? There's one particular animal depicted. Exactly. Turtle, tortoise. Do you know the reason behind that? Why it is there? See, the particular quality of a tortoise. If you see some crawling tortoise on the road nearby a lake or somewhere, you go and touch him. What happens? Immediately it withdraws all his legs, tail, mouth into the shell that he has. And when he enters into the water, what happens? Immediately it expands. Hmm? The senses comes out and he takes pleasure in that water. The same way, when you enter the temple, what you should do? You should expand your senses and take full advantage of that particular ambience of a temple, that environment. And how to do that, that Maharaj Ambarish has shown. How he has done that? That is explained in the ninth canto. I think it's the ninth chapter and text number 19. Yeah, ninth canto, fourth chapter, text number 18 to 20. Tavai mana Krishna padaravindayo Vachansi Vaikunta Gudanuvarnani Karor Harir Mandiramarjanadisho Shrutim Chakarachyuta Satakathodaye Kundalingalaya Darshanam Drashau Tadhrutyagatrasvarasheyangasangamam घ्राणं च तत्पादसरोजसौरभे श्रीमत्तुलस्यारसनान्तरर्पिते पादौ हरेर्क्षेत्रपदानुसरपं कामं च दास्ये न तु कामकाम्या यथोत्तमश्लोकजनाश्रयरति. King Ambarish fixed his mind on the lotus feet of Lord Krishna. Savai Krishna, Savai Manha Krishna Padaram. Vachansi Vaikunta Gunanu Varnane engaged his words in describing the abode of the Lord. And Lord. Shrutim Chakarat Achyuta Satakathodaye. His ears in hearing the pastimes of the Lord. Kundalingalaya Darshanam Drusha. His eyes in seeing the form of the Lord. Now here, wonderful word that they have used. That Tadabhritya Gatra Sparashe Anga Sangamam. Tadabhritya Gatra Sparashe Anga Sangamam is his body in touching the body of a devotee. That's why it is said that one should touch lotus feet of pure devotee and take dust from their lotus. As we just sang that Sri Guru Charane Rati Yei Se Uttama Gati Je Prasade Pure Sarva Asha. All the desires, if you want that they should get fulfilled, then what do you have to do? Just take the dust and the lotus feet of Krishna. So that if you think the touch of dust of their lotus feet can give you this, then what will happen if you touch their body? Because they are the holy places which are traveling all over the world. Generally, we go to holy place to get purified. But pure devotees, they go to make things purified. That's why in Srimad Bhagavatam, first canto, I think it's the 11th chapter, when Vidurji comes to meet Yudhishthir Maharaj, another Pandava, by seeing, oh, sorry, by seeing Vidurji, Yudhishthir Maharaj says, Bhavadvida Bhagavata Tirthi Bhuta Swayam Vibhava. Tirthi Kurvanti Tirthani Swanta Stena Gadadrita. Bhavadavida Bhagavata. O Mahabhagavata. Why? Because you are the personification of a holy place, Tirtha. Why? Because you carry their lordship in your heart. Svantaha Tena Gadapata. You carry that Lord Gadadhar in your heart. And so wherever there is a Lord, that place is holy place. So the body of Vaishnava is Sakshat holy place, Tirtha. That's why Maharaj Ambarish, he used his sensory or his senses to touch the body of Vaishnava. Dhranam cha tatpada saroja saurabhaya. He used his nostrils to smell the fragrance of tulasi that has offered at the Lord's feet. And he has used his tongue to test used his kamam kudasyana to kama kamya. Rather than becoming senses, he has become the servant of Lord's desire. So these are the things that can make you a great devotee. That sort of a consciousness can take you back home, back. Like, how is it possible to go back home, back to God? Because 99% people, they are in this particular ashram only. Very few there in other three ashrams. So, in this age of a very meditation, which is more convenient to perform, has given, and that is Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Rama Ram, chanting of this one. If one takes it seriously, because this is especially recommended for. So this is the particular principle for our yoga in this age of Kali. If you take it seriously, then we are also going to attain that Pravritta Bhaktya, the mature devotion, which can take us back to God. Correct. So, any question, any doubt, any comments? He prayed to the Lordship, oh my Lord, keep me in this material world and let me suffer for the sins that all the living entities have done. But please free them from their sins and take them back to God. Here it is said that he will go back. Yeah. Because wherever they go, they create those spiritual world. So in one of the Varashas, he is still there, worshipping Lord Narasimha and praying for him, all living entities like us, so that we can develop that love. As he says, Vimuko Chetasaha. He says, my Lord, I don't have any fear of this material existence. Why? Because my mind is always absorbed with the My mind is always absorbed in remembering your wonderful actions. Tvada virya gayana maha amrita magna chetaha. My Lord, my mind is always magna, absorbed in Tvada virya gayana maha amrita, glorifying your wonderful nectarian pastime. But I really care for them who are vimukha chetaha, who has turned up off their face from you. Maya sukhaya, just to get the temporary happiness. Why is here? Because, as Shivji explains, this Narayana Parasarvena Kutashana Vibhati Swarga Api Vargasya Swarga Apavargasya Narakeshu Api Tulyartha Darshana. He explains to Mother Parvati, he cursed Maharaj Chitragit to become a demon. And Lord Shiva said, what you are doing? You understand? He is a Narayana Para. His mind is always absorbed in Lord Narayana. For him, because he sees Narayana everywhere, for him, this material world, whether it is a Swarga, whether it is Apavarga, Vaikuntha, or Naraka, is everything is same for him. Because his mind is always absorbed in the past of it. So the pure devotee, they desire to stay anywhere, but they think, let my mind get absorbed. As Maharaj Purashekar also says. Diviva bhuviva mamapi vaso swargeshu va narakanta prakama. Oh my Lord, I may stay in the hell or heaven, or maybe in material world. I don't care. But me, avadhirati mama chetaha padaravinde. Let be my mind always get settled at your lotus. Should not get deviated even for a single moment. That's it. And if that sort of a mind is there, when you stay anywhere, it doesn't matter. So that's where Prahlad actually stays. Forgot that particular loka. Harivar. Harivar. There he stays and performs your Lord. Srila Prabhupada ki, Grantaraj Srimad Bhagavatam ki, Prahlad Maharaj ki. Thank you so much.